welcome back to Impetuous. Today we are going to look at some more CodeOne products. This is the PanOceania Booster Pack Alpha, so this adds some extra units to CodeOne PanOceania to add a little bit more of a punch to what you already have from the previous box sets. So what we have inside is an Akahil Commando, who is a combat drop trooper. We have a Crockman Sniper. He is a camouflage mimetism -6 sniper with a multi-sniper rifle. And then we have a camouflage and mimetism -6 Swiss Guard with a HMG. So yeah, this is just the back of a box, which tells you again. PanOceania is for number 1, the greatest power in the human sphere. However, the one at the top is obliged to constantly defend his place against all those who seek to overthrow him from his position of power. But only the strongest can rise to primacy. And there is no one stronger than the PanOceania military complex. The armed forces of PanOceania, made up of high-tech troops equipped with state-of-the-art weaponry and equipment. Day after day, they prove why PanOceania is the undisputed leader of the entire human sphere. So, as I said, this includes an Akahil Commando with a Spitfire, a Swiss Guard with a HMG, and a Crockman multi-sniper. So these are reboxes, I believe, of some previous products that have now been combined to make the next kind of like natural expansion if you're going to play CodeOne and expand into Infinity N4. So let's crack this open. So as usual, you get some baggies with the quality codes in there. The blue ones are for the little baggies and the white one is for the overall box. And you get the line of fire bases. We've seen plenty of those, so we don't need to look at them. Now this, I believe, is the Crockman body, so let's try and find the rest of him and we'll look at that. So the Crockman are kind of classic troops for PanOceania. They were in the N2 starter box for PanOceania, I believe. I might be wrong. That's his body. They're light infantry. Well, they're skirmishers, but they wear light armor. That's his multi-sniper rifle, which doesn't seem to want to go into focus. Here is his little combat knife. And his head. So yeah. It's been a while since I've done any unboxing, so I'm sorry about that. I've had some trouble securing space and the time to really go through everything. But that's the Crockman. Next we'll look at the Akahil Commando. So again, these come in quite a few pieces, so be ready to have to glue on some very small parts to your guard. So here's the body, a medium infantry body, so reasonably well armored, and now in N4 they aren't movement 4.2 but movement 4.4. So it's very good for keeping them mobile. Here is his little drop pack. And that just goes onto the back nice and easy. We then have antenna, 2 little antenna. These are very challenging to put onto your miniatures. So some people leave them off, but it does add a little nice effect if you can get it on there. And there we have his, it says Spitfire, but that looks more like a combi rifle to me. His arms. and then the two little fins that go onto the drop pack. Okay. So that's the Akihio Commando. It's very useful having drop troops in your faction so that you can come on potentially behind people, especially with the changes for N4 and Code 1 from N3, where they can drop down much more easily and much more effectively behind enemy lines. And then the last is the big guy. This guy is a heavy armored, heavy weapon platform with camouflage and also mimetism. So he's a little bit hard, very hard to be hit with his -6 to hit, and it's -6 to scope up because mimetism -6. And he can get surprise shot from being deployed in camo. That's his main body. Here is his massive sword. Let's hold that in a different angle. I believe this guy previously came with Beyond Coldstone? Beyond Coldstone box, I believe. So that is his helmet and his sword. Next we have his HMG arm, and the arm that will be resting on the sword. And then the nice thing is that in these later, the Akihio Commando is a pretty old sculpt, so this one is a more recent one, and they decided to start putting the antenna on like the back of the helmet. It's still a bit of a challenge to glue together, but it's a lot easier than just trying to attach a little antenna. And this is his backpack. So if you're looking to play PanOceania and you want to add a little bit more of a punch to your force, this is a good way of expanding from Operation Karlstrom to getting a decent 300-point army with a couple of surprises for your opponent, such as being able to deploy in camo for PanOceania is pretty rare, really. I don't think they have a huge amount of camo tokens. They have a lot of counters to camouflage, but not a lot of the camo guys. So yeah, this has been the PanOceania Booster Pack Alpha for Infinity CodeOne and Infinity N4. So if this is something that you like, do you like the style of PanOceania, or like every Eugene player believe that they are a mistake, please drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and see ya!